Yeah. Linking me down on my line. Busy as usual, but we should make some time. Looking for things you can find. Just so you can have something to bring up when it's time. Mixing vodka and emotions. Tapping into your emotions. Dry cry cause I'm hopeless.
That's right, people. Welcome back to Stay Woke, which is friendly neighborhood supervillains. I'm JB.
Julie.
And Danny.
That's what up, my niggas. It's a Views Friday. Hope you had a wonderful week. What's up, my niggas? What's
It
poppin'?
was an eventful week.
What's
Eventful week in
poppin'?
music this week.
I mean, Calvin dropped a song last night, or today, technically.
You're right. That was the most eventful part of the week.
Well, we're peddling there. Let's get to the main topic. Peddling.
He wants to go straight to the
Straight to
meeting.
it. Straight to it.
Straight
Skip
to the
foreplay.
Drake.
Pummeling time. So Rihanna dropped a song with Calvin. I was really excited to hear it. I actually love it. It's really
Yeah.
good.
That was dope.
It was
Did a
good.
good job.
I heard it a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was dope.
Right. Oh, you were privy to hear it a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Amazing. Calvin never fails, and obviously Rihanna's killing shit. Drizzy, the Jewish wonder.
Views.
Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread.
Gin and juice.
Wait, what?
Tequila Sunrise. I'm giving him nicknames of shit that's awesome at a certain time in your life.
Damn,
And at
I'm
this
like,
time in my life, it's
Fireball.
awesome. I don't know about that. Jaeger bombs. Can we talk about this, guys? So Drake, as I know it's everyone out there in the world, if you're alive, Drake finally unleashed Views on us. And I listened to it high. I was on shrooms and I enjoyed it. And
oh my
when I
God, that must have
listened
been
to
so
it,
Jean-
amazing.
It was amazing.
Hearing Drake's voice on Shroom.
It's not that deep. bro,
Jean
but-
called me at like 3 a.m. Hi, and was just like, "You listening to this Party Next Door track?" That's just what the text said.
Wait, so he
That's not a
called
call.
you
It's
or
not-
he
it's not-
texted you?
Yeah, I texted her.
He called and texted.
Wait, so
text?
damn, so you was high off shrooms listening to Drake, and then you got in the mood and you were like, oh, let me call Julie.
Let me call the one person that would be up. But I was done a bunch of shit.
I was
already
up.
made pasta.
I was busy though.
Alyssa had given up on me because she was a little high off of edible, and
Oh.
she was a bit overwhelmed.
Was it a cake edible?
She ate a little 10 milligram pretzel.
No, I said, was it a cake
Did you just plug? Did you just plug your own?
Did I do
No,
that?
it
My
wasn't.
bad.
It was
Subtle.
a free
Very
14.
Did I do that?
I love the album. I really do.
I really
it.
like that the picking up tampons in my Bugatti line. I was a big fan of that. It
I
was
didn't hear
very-
it.
it's
I'm
for the
sorry.
women.
I didn't have a chance to listen to it.
It's on Snapchat. His Drake's album is on Snapchat Live.
Oh, that's dope.
Like that is tight. That's like yesterday. I felt like it's gonna be one of those flashbulb moments. Like, where were you?
Wait, so is it available everywhere or is it?
It's available everywhere. They're
Is
predicting.
it? It's not on Spotify,
Well, I mean, as far as I don't mean streaming services. I mean, it's on iTunes.
so it's not available everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
You might not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jean never has the full info on things.
John is
Yeah, it's available everywhere, just not streaming services.
John is
What-
the last of the Paleolithic man.
He the only nigga that just still buys everything off iTunes. Like he has no type of streaming
I
service.
still have my Beats headphones, all of them too. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I really, really enjoyed it. I really will, in this early stage, say it's probably rap album of the year thus far for this year. from what I've heard.
Is that your favorite song? Because you started off with that
It's
record.
one of my favorite songs, but there are a lot of moments that I like. I love the record with Rihanna, and I think it's called "Good for You," "Too Good for You," and he's using the African rhythm.
Oh, yeah, that was
the
tight.
Wizkid stuff, and it was really impressive. I'm like, Drake is a monster. He'll do the reggae wave. He'll do the African wave. He's a smart kid.
Yo,
Very
you're a
good.
huge Drake fan.
I am. I mean, I am.
just feel it, man. Just the way you're like.
Right
putting
now,
emphasis
I'm
on
a
this.
huge fan of certain artists. I'm a huge Kanye fan. I'm a huge Throne fan. But it's like he really matched the hype with all the mixtapes, all the things that he's done. Really good job, bro.
I
gotta
heard that
tell
the
you.
album is supposed to like mimic the seasons in Toronto. It's like
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said something
Yeah.
about that. I'm not that cerebral to where I would.
Man, I didn't even know they had seasons. Like,
And
I'm
just
like
snow.
not that
just, or just in
far of a
general.
frequent person in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel you though.
Yeah, good. Anyway, OVO, good job, guys. Good job to Super Dupes and anybody I know that got on there. Congrats.
Shout out
let's-
to Cheesecake Factory.
let's yeah, he loves Cheesecake Factory. You can't act up in Cheesecake Factory with this guy, apparently.
A good
What
lesson
else
to know.
what else happened, guys?
I mean, there was, of course, the other album drop of the week,
Which one's that?
Lemonade.
That was that world domination last week. Amazing album.
What do you
Let's
mean
talk about
last
it.
It
week?
was this week. It
It
was.
felt like it was last week.
It was in
so
between
much-
the last
Dude,
episode
you
of
need to
this.
lay off the drugs, bro. Like seriously, because that clearly was this week. Because everybody's been talking about the whole like lemonade shit all week.
It's amazing.
Yo, forgive him, ladies and gentlemen. Sean was on
Please
a
don't
drug
feather and
binge
tar
this
me,
week.
guys. Or tar and feather me. What do you guys?
Hunter
what are your
S.
thoughts
Johnson.
on it?
I think it's really funny that everyone's like taking it personally, or like really truly believing that this album is about Beyonce and Jay-Z's personal life.
A lot of niggas about to
Like-
fuck up their relationships over a fucking album.
No, but it's like, yeah, she's like really upset, but also the album dropped exclusively on Tidal. Like,
Exactly. And they're
yeah,
married, so they
yeah.
both get the revenues from it.
Yeah.
Don't play yourselves, people.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the music in general?
Okay, like I'm
I
afraid.
think white people just don't like it.
I'm afraid
unless
to
they're
anger
gay.
I'm afraid to anger the Beehive. I've like never really been a huge fan of Beyonce stuff because it's so like.
Man, you're just a hater.
You're disrespectful.
Sorry.
as shit. Yeah, you don't know what you're
Man.
talking about.
Sorry, like
Damn.
I respect that it's not for me, and I'm cool with that. I'm not like trying to be like, well, I don't like Formation because I don't understand. But like,
Because you're
I'll-
not black.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to touch that. Like that's. But I think.
But you're kind of touching it.
No, I'm not, because I think it's tight. I think what she's doing is tight for the
The
like.
production's insane.
I think the production's amazing.
The production's insane. The songs are awesome. She did a really good job. She brought us into a real personal life. It didn't feel like a bunch of songs written for an artist. It felt like this is my story. I wrote these. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I've always felt like Beyonce's always just like, you don't love me.
You sound like a bitter Becky.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
The Becky thing.
Man,
Do you feel like a lost Becky?
But see, yeah,
Like a lost
so look,
Becky?
I haven't heard like those songs.
Yeah.
So and then I heard she made reference to like Becky or whatever.
Becky with the good
so
hair.
she's clearly not feeling that.
No, see, that's the other thing is like, why would I be offended if someone told me I had good hair? Like that's like.
You don't get it. At
That's
all.
one of
Yeah,
those.
you don't
No,
get it.
I don't. You're right. I don't get it. I don't get why that of all like insults would offend me. It's like,
I mean, I will co-sign your statement in the sense that I don't think Becky is a racist term.
No,
Like I think
it's just a
whoever-
common
Iggy
name for a
was,
white girl.
I know,
Iggy
but it's
Azalea
not
said-
followed by anything negative. It's like you're saying I have good hair. That's nice. Like I have Jew hair. I get it. Like
The good hair is just
What is
whatever. It's a
Jew
discern-
hair?
Jew hair is
it's a
like
dis-
it's
You
just
have
like
white
Is it-
hair. Like every white person has the same like.
that's
strand of
so
hair.
racist. That is
the
offensive
good
to
hair
my
part is
people.
what you should hone on to. It's the Becky.
Yeah.
What?
It's the diminutive Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky.
You know what
over
you
there.
white
The
girls are
nondescript
good at.
Becky. Exactly. White chick. White bitch.
I mean,
And when
whatever.
Beyonce says it, it kind of like it's like
Yeah.
Becky with the good hair.
yeah.
But speaking of that, so that's supposed to be Rachel Roy, right? That's-
I don't even keep up with the Joneses. I don't know if that's
Well, no, but
I
that's
don't know.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
a
I don't know their
sequence.
personal life.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
I
but
think
well,
let's just look-
because the funny thing about that, of course, is like Rachel Roy said something, but then everybody started talking shit at Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray.
Yeah. So like everybody started
Like no one's definitely not fucking Rachel Ray.
Yeah, people should definitely talk shit to Rachel Ray about her food, not her.
But yeah, but that's the
Yeah,
thing is like
exactly.
everybody was spamming her like Instagram with like the lemon emoji and like the bee emoji, and it's like, yo, wrong Rachel, wrong one. Like
That's dope.
Lemon
one
zest.
letter makes a difference, man.
That's I think the whole Becky thing is a culmination of profiles of people allegedly that the character might have cheated with in a fictional sense.
But wait, why aren't we assuming in a hypothetical world where this album is genuinely about Beyonce and Jay? Why are we assuming that Beyonce wasn't also cheating? Like Beyonce has just as much power and attraction. Like she could cheat if she wanted to.
kind of defeats the whole purpose of it. You know what I mean? It really
Yeah.
does. If why would she cheat?
Who,
She has-
Beyonce?
yeah, I mean,
But she could. Why would Jay cheat? Why?
we're
What's the
opening
difference?
Some really dangerous territory.
No, but what's the difference? Let's dive in.
There's no reason for Jay to cheat. Obviously, he has arguably not arguably.
What do you mean there's no reason for him to cheat? I mean, you get tired of the same person. Like that's why people cheat. It's like not a like it's
Right,
not
but that's
rocket
not
science.
that's not a male dominated. That's not like it's not like only
No,
men
a lot
get
of
tired.
women cheat.
That's
actually more women cheat than guys.
I know they're just better at lying about it.
I think it's because
women are
she's
just
such a-
whores.
Oh wow.
No, just saying. I just had to say that.
I think because she's
There was
so
a lot
high
of anger in
profile that it'll be the task for both of them will be very difficult. But who really cares? It's a really good product. She really definitely shut down the entire world with it.
Yeah.
You know, and I say kudos and a good job.
Yeah.
What else has been popping this week? That we need to inform our peoples about.
The NFL draft happened last night.
Yo, bro, I'm not a sports
Fuck.
dude, so this is your thing.
Yeah.
But please tell me
No
there
one
was a
cares
fact. Was
about
it like
it not being your thing, but
what was that?
the NFL draft, like
What was
that's
that
where
dude's
everybody.
outfit, bro?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
what was
all I
that?
know.
I liked that. I
Yo,
was like,
all right,
good
so
for him.
so Zeke from Ohio State, like, yeah, but they just call him Zeke. So he came on the red carpet and like,
In like a
you know,
crop top.
I mean, dude, he came with the suit and then he had to unveil the fact that he tucked his like dress shirt underneath, like as if he was like wearing pads and like was showing his lower. Like,
No, he was wearing a crop top. Like, let's
no,
not.
it was a real dress shirt. He just had it tucked.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not him.
Because he wanted a crop top.
Yeah.
But I do think it's important. I think this is an important discussion about how most athletes are like completely swagless.
I think it goes beyond swag, bro.
A lot of athletes don't know how to dress.
It's
because you
always-
gotta understand all they wear is like sports attire their whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? So
But I also think it's like because they're all like 9 feet tall. Like none of them have like
No,
the
that's not
average.
true.
Well,
Not in football.
they're either tall or they're super stocky. They're super big. And like most clothes aren't made for people like that. Like that's not what the market is about.
no, I feel you.
Which is like, I don't understand why no one has come up and been like, oh, look at all these athletes who have a ton of money and clothes don't fit them.
Are we dodging
Like-
the obvious fucking point here? No one gives a fuck about whether any athlete can dress or not. History has proven they're tasteless in that sense.
Yeah.
What we're talking about is the effemination of the black male sports athlete.
Oh.
Am I tripping?
Yes, you
What do we-
are.
what do we-
No
I
one,
mean,
no
what-
one
was
went
that
up
a
to him.
joke? What is he doing?
No one- I think it was a
like I
I've
said-
never.
Did it because that's how he wore his jersey during games, so he was doing it.
I was trying to. Okay,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
I'm not.
like
Okay,
in football, like that's why I said I didn't even know that part, but that's why I told you. I said in football, like you tuck
I'm
it
not
so
privy-
you can show like
I'm
you
not
know.
privy to the dude. Okay, so that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's still hella weird though. And by the way, you're
I think
allowed
it's only.
to wear
I think it's
anything you
only
wanna
hello.
wear. It's
I
a free
think.
world.
I think this is like. I think it's funny that you get freaked out still by dudes in crop tops.
I really don't get freaked
Yeah, you
out
do
by
too.
dudes.
You were like, it's
in-
weird,
I
it's
don't know
effeminate.
dudes that wear crop tops.
I get freaked out by dudes in drafts that have the world watching.
And have half
That
a
just
shirt
create
on.
a spectacle of it. That's all.
What you get mad at people for creating spectacles? You get mad at entertainers for creating spectacles?
I'm just noticing a trend. That's all, man.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's all.
What's the
That's
trend?
all.
No,
I mean,
let's
I
talk.
just
What's
said
the trend? What's the trend? The effeminization of. Wait. So where's the trend? That's one.
I'm not gonna go there.
Dubious
girl.
example.
You know, girl. Read a blog.
This sounds like literally the worst conspiracy
Read a
theory
blog.
ever.
But yeah, no, it's cool. The fucking Rams, they got that dude Jared Goff from Cal. I mean,
Jason
look,
Texas.
dude, they weren't like, there wasn't the best quarterbacks in this draft, but I guess they were the most like
That's what
physically talented ones. So
that's what the crop had to offer.
yeah, dude. So
Crop top.
we picked
So it
them.
was not a prosperous season this season.
We picked them.
All the veggies
and,
and fruits didn't get
dude,
good.
we'll see what the fuck this dude has to do. I mean, you know, he'll be in LA next year, man. LA Rams. So
Did we
like,
have a low cotton yield this season on the plantation massa?
no, there actually was some really killer defensive players.
We
And
got some good crops.
No, wait, is LA getting a football team? LA doesn't have a football team, right?
oh my god.
Where's it gonna be
Excuse her,
though?
ladies and
Where's it
gentlemen.
gonna be though? Where are they gonna play?
In Inglewood.
Oh yeah. Okay, I heard about that. That's gonna be cool at the at
Wait,
the
did
forum.
you hear about it or you didn't? Because you just said
No, I
you
heard
didn't know
about Inglewood.
Inglewood up to no good.
that. I don't like what you were lost.
No,
What
I
did you
heard.
hear
I
about?
heard. I heard.
And- or what did you not hear about? We're
I
just
heard
clear.
I heard there was a potential that LA was getting a football team and it was gonna be in Inglewood. Now that you mention it, but is it gonna be at the forum?
Dude, they're playing at the Coliseum for the first 2 years. They're building the actual stadium now. So like it's gonna be in that vicinity of where the forum and where the racetrack used to be.
Where
That's
were
why
the-
they cleared it out.
Where were the Rams before? That's such a lame animal.
I mean, they were in Los Angeles before that.
Is there like nothing better? Can we switch that? Can we switch the Ram to anything better? Like weren't the
Nah.
Raiders here at one point? in LA?
Yeah, they
That's
were.
way cooler.
The Rams were here before.
I know, but I'm saying a
Yeah.
ram is like a boring mascot. That's lame. It's a sheep.
Well, it's
basically.
something that's like hard hitting. Like that was the why they like came up with that.
It's a baby. It's like a lamb.
Well, let it run. Why don't you go head to head with a ram and like let's see who wins? Since it's like a baby, right? That makes sense. All right, dude. We're gonna go into a song real quick, and then we'll be back in a second. Stay woke.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a big dog, little nigga, you a pup. Pull up at your spot, walk
21.
and shoot it up. Your bitch, she on the molly, yeah, I gotta boot it up.
Yep, back in the building. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Jason's over there super mixing right now.
We're talking about race relations in the media, I think.
We were talking about the effemination
race.
of black men.
Oh, right.
Race. Oh
Yeah.
man, y'all lost.
Speaking of effemination,
What?
what's that show with that lady? What's that shit called? Kelly.
Oh,
Ripa.
Kelly and Michael.
Yeah,
Isn't
we-
it called the Kelly and Michael show?
I don't know what it's called. I thought
It's
called-
something like that.
Yeah.
I watched it a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
haven't.
it a few times.
Just hanging out in the mornings. watching.
Yeah, sometimes you just leave the TV running sometime, and then you're like, oh
While
shit,
you're getting
this
your
came
toes
on.
done
you
and your
do-
hair braided.
Danny strikes me. You strike me as just like a giant surprise of a person because I know you like casually listen to Bette Midler a lot. Like you seem
And you
like,
like rom-coms.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
love
you.
rom-coms.
Scott has layers, folks.
Danny is
It goes
more
deep.
complicated.
It's like an onion.
I love rom coms. Like that's my favorite type of.
Your
movie.
toes
Which one?
aren't
Which
painted
one?
underneath those
Which
kicks,
one
are
though?
Which one is my favorite? Like
Yeah.
I love a lot of Adam Sandler rom coms. They're always
We're talking
like,
about old or like the new ones.
from old to new. Like
Really?
Blended was his most recent, like that I really love. That's
Is that
actually
the
a
one
good
where they
movie.
go on safari?
Yeah,
You
Racist
like
shit.
that one?
yeah. You didn't like it?
I know I didn't see it.
So why'd you like you were surprised that like it was a bad movie? Or
Well,
something?
because I don't think any Adam Sandler movie in the past 10 years
Julie,
has gotten
because
good
you haven't
reviews.
watched it. Now you're saying that any movie in the past 10 years. This is what I'm talking about. You're just so opinionated about nothing. Oh, let me just have my opinion about something that I don't know anything about.
I don't think I'm alone here in Adam Sandler not having a great reputation right now.
That's crazy because Blended has been on repeat on like fucking HBO. For
I
the
haven't
past,
seen
like, 6
I haven't
months.
seen that, but he definitely fell the fuck off. He was to be awesome, and then they got whacked. But I will check this out.
But I'm pretty
John's a follower, so whatever Julie says, he's gonna agree.
Really,
with it. So,
guys? Sure. Okay. Coming from the guy that just played 21 Savage.
Yeah, I mean, what?
I feel you. I feel you.
Blood gang.
It equates to us. Oh, okay, sure. And not doubting his street ties, but it's like the way I equate us playing younger music, of which I do all the time, is like when I was like 18 playing like a toddler's fucking album. Like,
Playing a who?
bop, dude, it's just age wise. It's funny.
Playing who?
toddlers.
Like Hanson shit. Toddlers, like music from toddlers.
I don't think
Age-wise.
Hanson was for toddlers. That was like for teens, dude.
Yeah, I'm just talking about age wise, demographic from my age.
But a toddler
Where were
is
you?
like
Wait,
2
where-
to 4. Like,
Where
that's
were
toddler.
you
When
when
Hanson-
Mbop came out?
I was
Yeah.
in- I was-
what were you
I
doing?
I was in Philadelphia when Bob came out.
Really?
Yeah. I was in
Was
Philadelphia.
was that playing at Hollertronics? Was that
Planet Rock? What's playing at Holotronics? Oh, you mean
playing?
around-
Was Mbop playing?
No, it was not playing at Holotronics.
No?
Sorry, guys, I'm hella high.
What was life? What was life
Man,
like
this nigga's still high.
In Philadelphia?
when Mbop came out? Yeah, because I mean, I was in elementary school, so
Then I must have been in fucking high school. Or I
Mhm.
must have been in Reston then.
Mhm.
Right, life was boring. But you know what I'm saying? It was hella boring. But I loved it. I worked at a yogurt shop. Shout out to Everything Yogurt.
Is that why you wear that hat?
You think what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like froyo
I
sitting
look-
on your head.
I look like
Yeah, I'm just saying.
that was good.
Hey, no. So, but like we got off course because we were talking about the Kelly and Michael show.
Yeah.
So what?
What's
Apparently
the beef?
Michael
well, so
left the show.
he's leaving and apparently didn't give her any warning. Like she found out. Like I think with the rest of the world.
Was she,
Ain't that how you leave bitches?
Well, because she was
Oh, you supposed to free tell her so she can act crazy? Like, nah, you
In 4
just
months, I'm
bounce. You just
I mean,
bounce.
unless
Like,
she was contractually paid. Like if he worked for her, then there'd be some sort of reason to say that I'm leaving.
He's going on to somewhere better. He's going on to like the Today Show or something. I
Yeah.
think he's like
Oh,
he's
that's
He's moving on up.
No,
Yeah.
the dude's. What's so crazy is the dude's really good at what he does. Like, I'm sure he wanted to leave that show based upon like all the coon shit they used to have him do. Like he,
I'm sure he's gonna do more. Cool
what do
shit
they
the
do?
next
I mean,
time.
what do they do on that show?
You don't
nah,
think so?
they used to have him like dress up in like like knee-high, high-heel boots, and then like I've seen
Why?
him one time wear a dress and be a
Did
dude
they give him an Emmy yet?
ballerina
I hope
shit.
if you put a nigga in a dress, I hope he get an Emmy at least.
Come on, man.
No,
Man, he just played himself, but like at least he's like, you know
Moving
what?
up.
Man, I cooned long enough, man. I'm out of this shit. You know
Hakuna
what I'm
Matata. Well, you know what? Honestly, I feel her in a sense for just not being informed, not having information sucks. But
But
like I said,
how long have they worked together? They've worked together for at least a
You
couple
see
years,
John
right?
playing the fence, right? Mm-hmm. I kind of feel her.
not
like-
really. I'm just,
You know,
I'm looking
you
at it from
know.
all angles. They've been together for more
you on
than
a debate team in high school?
More than 3 years, right? What'd you just say?
Were you on a debate team in high school?
No.
You guys would lose. Like they're like, dude, what is your fucking take on this? Like, we don't know. Like, you're against it, for it. Like,
I
what
was
is like,
definitely one of the smartest people in wrestling because I got a letter from Bush telling me that I was so. But please, Danny, elaborating.
no, dude. Just can you just like go one way? Like,
I
damn.
did go one way. I went his way, but I understand why she's pissed. I can't have a perspective from the other side.
That's true. You can't.
That's all. Nigga, like,
But
Nah,
how much
fuck
if you've
that.
worked
One
if you've
side
worked with
only.
someone for like 3 years and you give them that little professional courtesy, like how much do they suck?
yeah,
Like
no,
for
they-
you
yeah,
to like
exactly.
You-
There's some alleged
exactly,
beef.
Jules. I feel you on that. Yeah.
There was some beef I heard, but
she
we don't
looks
know.
she looks crazy too.
Probably
Like
is.
she
And
looks
she's
fucking
and white
crazy.
also,
Yeah.
and aging, definitely pissed.
She has like a ton of kids and
and that
she has
nigga's
like
you know, black don't crack. He's just, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
looks young.
Oh,
And that
she
motherfucker
doesn't.
is flossing. She got to stay in the makeup room probably for like 4 hours. I feel her, man.
Hell yeah.
Shit,
'Cause
you
she's
know-
older now. So
well
you know.
that's rough too to go from like your co-host being Regis who like is like a geriatric man to having like a
Geriatric. Oh yeah.
He's-
okay.
Regis
that
was the
nigga
fucking
is
like
mad old.
80 years old, and so she was like the young pretty one in the duo,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden she was in a duo where she was like not the young pretty one.
Yeah.
If Joan Collins was still, or Joan Rivers, I'd say put her on the show. But rest in peace.
She would have been mad old.
But she's been
That
awesome.
that wouldn't be two
Wouldn't-
chicks. Like that never works. It's like The View.
Yeah. I don't,
Yeah.
Do you think
Too much.
who should they put on there? Who would you recommend to fill?
For Kelly Ripa.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Instead of Kelly Ripa or instead of
No,
No. It has to
We know
be
she's-
somebody
yeah.
else to be a co-host. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who. Like, what dude would make sense there?
I would love to see like a young like millennial on like some young
Like
millennial
Idris
dude.
Elba.
He's not a millennial.
Oh,
No, like someone in their
I get it.
20s. Like
nah, that'd be dumb.
Ian
Like,
Connor.
yeah, Ian Connor. Ian
be
Connor and
amazing.
Kelly Ripa would be amazing. That would be amazing. I would watch
What about
that.
Eminem?
What is
He's not a
Eminem?
millennial, though,
What's
but-
Eminem up to?
I don't know.
No, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody knows.
He should get a morning
Them's
show.
the shit,
He
though.
should get a
Shouts.
morning show. Yeah.
You know what? What about the dude?
Hey, you still think Eminem's the best rapper?
I never ever said that.
Oh.
Never. I don't even disrespect me like that.
No.
That's awesome. What the fuck? This nigga hella bizarre and random, bro. This nigga be that wasn't even a reach. It was a plight.
He caught him off. He was like, "Nigga, when I said that."
What are you talking about? Nah, but the white dude from the Housewives, the nigga that does all the interviews after.
Macklemore.
No, Macklemore would be awesome because he could do a music.
Yo, he
video.
actually dresses like he should be
What
on
the
like
fuck
Today
happened to
Show.
Macklemore?
Macklemore, guys? Did you secretly enjoy the downward spiral?
Nah, like I just
I
actually
thought-
forgot.
It wasn't even a spiral though. It
It
kind of
I
just.
thought he was gonna come bring it after you get everything on. You know, you kill it the first.
Can we
time.
talk about? Would he be considered a one-hit wonder, Macklemore?
He had multiple hits, didn't he?
Yeah,
Did
he
he?
had more than
He had what? He had like two
No,
hits.
He had the thrift store.
He had thrift
and
store.
Then he had the other song
then he had the
about
gay
the
song.
other song with the fat
Huge,
chick that
yeah.
sung on it.
Yeah, Same Love.
Yeah.
Huge record.
The song with the
He's
fat
yeah.
girl.
It's when he started bringing the old black rappers, and it just looked weird. And I understand paying off.
You like that, though.
I didn't, nigga. I was like, nah, nigga. It's like I equated it to being like in a fishbowl. It's like, yo, look at these old niggas. You know what I'm saying? With the white shark in the tank. I don't know.
Oh,
It was a
yeah.
little weird. What else is popping?
Oh, we gotta go into another song. It's Flashback Friday, so we gotta turn up.
You got some Wyclef?
One for all. It's all for one.
I hear the beat of swinging note as if my name was David Ruffin. Quick to toast an MC just like an English muffin. Don't worry about a thing because the food.
Word, brand new, all for one.
We're
Classic,
back.
classic.
I'm sure some of you guys are like, what is that?
What the fuck is a brand Nubian? Well, do yourself a favor and check out, what's the album called? All From One, right?
Yeah.
So many classics. That song itself, the namesake of the album being a classic. Slow Down. What else is there? Civilized or Uncivilized.
I don't
Yeah,
know, but
just-
speaking of classics, and I know that Prince's passing is still very new, but Billboard just put out this article of like people's favorite stories of Prince. And in every one of the stories, Prince seems like a complete asshole, like a complete psycho. Like they like talk about his wife being like, I wasn't allowed to call him like ever, even when we were married, he had to call me, or like Prince just like quietly ruining people's lives. Like,
I think he figured that shit out. Awesome job, bro.
but why?
Yeah.
Wait, but why should I don't know? I don't really think it's tight, no matter how talented you are, to be a dick. Like, why do people who are complete dicks get a pass? Like,
I didn't hear that he was a complete dick. I heard that he did a lot for a lot of people
Yeah.
on the low and like never wanted any of it to be known.
And it's just coming out now. And also,
I think
his name
that's
is Prince.
amazing.
He's an eccentric. You know what genius is? He's an eccentric genius. What?
so I mean, that's like, what's the difference between that and like a homeless person being called an eccentric? Like, what's the difference?
I mean, it's a huge
Homeless
difference.
people don't.
What do they have to
change
offer the
with
world?
music, yeah.
I mean,
They're
maybe they
just
just,
I mean, not that they
maybe
don't,
they just
but
haven't
I
been given the right
haven't heard one
chance.
yet.
Maybe they just haven't
They
weren't in the
haven't?
right.
No,
Maybe
I-
they just weren't in the right place at the right time.
True, but they miss.
Yo,
If you miss,
mad people on that one have said that like, oh, dude, I was working in such and such, and then I got laid off, and I just didn't know what to do after that. So that was a chance.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I
it's
can
not
see your
like,
point.
and then most of the other people that are like homeless are just like, fuck it, this
Yeah.
is what I want to do.
But like, you know how like right after Prince died, there was all this shit about how he like kicked Kim Kardashian off stage one time for like dancing.
Mhm.
Like, what is that? That's fucking
that's a
mean.
thing.
That's
no, that,
fucking
no,
mean.
He didn't kick her off for not dancing. Prince has a thing. If you see musicians jamming and you jump on an instrument, better know how to play that instrument, even if the instrument is something as simple as a conga drum.
Yes.
That goes with dancing also. If he feels like you're on stage distracting from what's going on with the musicians in the show or moving off beat, it's sort of like being gonged back
Yeah.
in the day. That's what that was. So it wasn't a personal attack on her. If you're gonna step up on that stage with him, step up in any facet, in any capacity.
Okay, but but there was this other story where like he called like his assistant to call. He was in a limo and he called his assistant to call the limo company to radio the driver to turn down the air conditioning because he didn't want to talk to the driver.
A lot of superstars.
Like, what is
I've
that?
heard a lot
What?
of things.
But why? That's like,
I mean,
Because he's
but wait,
eccentric.
but fuck that. That's not an answer. That's like when you hear like, oh, like he wouldn't look at me. Like, it's like, well, what's your point? What, you like? Are you like autistic? What?
You know what though? There's this one thing though. There's I've heard of like.
I
in the
also
artistic-
heard. Oh, go ahead.
In the artistic community, like I've heard that you can go to a foreign country and adopt a child, bring the child over here, have sex with the child, and marry the child. That's a little more bizarre than fucking what.
Are you talking about Woody Allen right now?
I'm just talking. I've seen Stranger Things go down.
Yeah. I also heard about him calling his assistant and like being highly upset about people in Oakland, like in the poverty, and was like, oh, dude, we need to fix this. And then like him installing like solar panels on a lot of homes in Oakland in the hood areas, and so that these people can have a different type of lighting system. But I mean, he called his assistant to do that. Which one you mad at? Him calling him about the air conditioner in the car? Or the
Yeah,
solar
I mean,
panel?
I'm clearly mad at the one where he couldn't talk to the person who was 4 feet away from
He
him.
didn't want
Oh,
to. He's
cool.
Prince.
What if
Like-
that dude was a dick to him, and he was like, "Man, I'm not talking to this dude no more because if I say something else to him, I'm gonna just go in." And he was like, "Oh, never mind. I'm gonna have somebody else do it."
I
What if
mean,
he did that?
okay, that's fair.
Julie,
that's fair.
you're missing the one most important point. You know why people get limos?
Why?
To create distance and space from the driver.
All right, okay, that's fair. That's fair. So
Exactly,
you're
man.
saying it's okay to be a dick.
See, shout out
If you're
to
in
As
a
long
Sean
as you-
Baptiste.
if you're in a
breaking
limo,
that
you're
down.
automatically
You know what?
a
Okay,
dick.
you're right. Actually, you've changed my mind. You've changed my mind because if I were Prince level famous, I would be a complete asshole to everybody too. You're right. I would
wouldn't
want to
buy
be
a
that.
Man, first of
1982
all- I would.
I wouldn't buy a 1982
I haven't heard
Ferrari
that.
to put 3 people in it.
What?
I wouldn't buy a 2-seater fast fucking classic Porsche car to squeeze 3 people in it, right? so I wouldn't be in the backseat of a limo.
True.
To
You're right.
Inconvenience myself.
You're right. I would also, you know what? I would do just irrational shit just cause. I would
Prince
call
is
people.
great, girl. Let
I
it
would
go.
call
Purple
people in the
Rain
middle
all
of the
day, all
night.
night.
I would fucking not. Someone was telling me actually, this is like a personal story that their friend's dad was like trying to do a business deal with Prince, and for the first 3 years, Prince wouldn't speak directly to him. Like they would just sit at opposite sides of a long table, and there would be like a runner in between them who would like play like
Man,
telephone.
he sound like he was balling. Like, what's wrong with that? That's balling. Like,
You're
hey,
right.
man.
You're right. You know what? You're right. It sounds. I mean, he sounds like an asshole, but I guess I would be just as much of an asshole.
Yo, his backup singers like started like working on their own like project or whatever in his studio, and like they was like, oh man, I want you to come by and hear this shit. So they hit him. Like he called his driver, got in the car, drove over there, went to the spot, and the spot was in the hood. He went in there like Dolo by himself, came in, said what's up to like everybody's in there. It was like the engineer and like two of his friends were there, and they were like, "Is it okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he sat in there for like 2 hours with them while listening to all their music. Then they just started talking about random shit, and he was like slapping five with the dudes. So I don't know about those stories that you're talking about. Maybe it might be like just dickheads that he didn't want to deal with, but with regular people, like I've heard stories that the dude was like
Those stories
super
just
cool.
sound like Stone Cold pimping. Prince looked like a pimp.
Yeah.
He probably is pimping, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You
Like,
know?
what if he was doing business with somebody that he knew was just a dirtbag, but that was the only way he can get that done? I don't want to talk to him. I know I got to do business with him, but like, here, dude, you talk to this clown.
I guess so. I guess that's true. So maybe all the stories I've heard of people who are like giving Prince as an asshole stories, those people just epically suck.
I mean, you only heard two stories, and you got them from Billboard.
There's like a story. No, one of the stories was a real person story, but Billboard has like a ton of stories. Has like a whole.
Yeah, man, of course, because they always want to taint like Black history.
But the only
you know
one,
that.
Billboard.
No, they. I said they. You know who they is. So like we don't have to go
Who's
into
they? Is they me? Am I they?
No, you're not.
Come on.
Unfortunately, you're not.
You know who they is. All right, and just put it this way: all the top celebrities, Black celebrities, when they die, they never get like just put up there on a pedestal, and they're just like legends. Because look, David Bowie died. No one pried into his past. He just died and went away, right? Anybody talk about like his like drug past and all that kind of shit, or him being an asshole? No, like
Was he an asshole?
I don't know. He could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the black people he was assholes to didn't come out and tell the story, or maybe the white people that he was asshole to didn't come out and tell the stories. Bottom line is they didn't pry to say that. Now all of a sudden all these Prince stories come out. They just say all these stories about Michael Jackson when he died. Like, just, come on, man.
I got a Prince story for y'all that I forgot to tell. It's pretty short. We were in Vegas. It was New Year's, something around there. I remember it was probably 2008 or 2009. And Prince was backstage with a bunch of girls, but secluded in the VIP area, next to our VIP area. And Will went over and started talking to him. And one of the chicks at the table just, hey, oh my God, it's Will from Black Eyed Peas. She started engaging in conversation and talking. And everything was real smooth, just quiet, fly on the wall behind Will. And then when he's done and we're leaving, Prince whispers over to the chick and goes, "Don't you ever talk unless I ask you to speak again and embarrass me like that." But just in that register,
That's
it's pretty
killer.
awesome.
See, that's killer.
It's
It's just-
pimpery.
Yeah,
Pimpery
hardcore
at its finest,
pimping.
baby.
All
That's how
right.
I'm gonna start doing you like that in public, Julie. Like, shut up, don't talk unless I tell you to say something to somebody.
I'm far too loud for that to work out. You know that.
so
I'm just gonna start squawking. You have never even seen annoying old Jewish Julie. This is young, happy Jewish Julie. I can get mad Linda from Bob's Burgers. Just you wait.
Mad Linda from Bob's Burgers.
That was funny.
Yo, does Meek Mill have any new music out?
God, this must.
Oh man.
I hope not. I'm just keeping it real. Meek's dope, but know when you took the L. I hope not. I listened. Okay, so sorry to go back on the Drake thing, but we said this is Views Friday. Did you guys know he did a 1 hour interview with Zane Lowe on Beats Radio?
Drake.
Drake,
Oh, yeah.
amazing, super savage, addressed every issue. They go, hey, so was it like disrespectful when you talk about Kanye's pool? He goes, no, Kanye's pool is amazing. It's like the size of a football field. Mine's just bigger, that's all. He has a fabulous house. By the way, I'm selling my house for $100 million and moving back to Toronto. And he was so fucking savage. They talked
Is
about
he?
Tory Lanez. He goes, I'm all for the new guys coming up, But when you mention my name and think that's a smart move when you finally get your look, it's not a good look.
Wait. But is Drake? He's moving back to Toronto
yes,
for tax purposes.
He's just buying his dream house. He's building his dream house there.
I'm still betting.
He
it.
dresses
Man, that must
everything he
suck, man.
says.
Who wants to live in Toronto?
That's his family, bro. He's saying that it was the interview was awesome.
You know what though about the album that I will say I was expecting more of like a UK thing. I was telling you about this.
He
Like,
didn't do that. I'm glad he kept his identity.
I was hoping that I would hear some Craig David on it. I really was.
What?
Wouldn't that be crazy if there was like a
No.
Craig David feature?
No.
That would have been
Can we say that as
amazing.
dope as Craig David was? He was always fucking hella lean.
What? What are you talking
Did
about?
you really take Craig David serious back in the day?
Would you take him
She
seriously?
clearly did.
Yeah. Which probably is a Backstreet Boy fan. Speaking of which,
I
they got-
was.
they
What?
got a
I was.
documentary on Netflix that I saw. It's like what happens when you're a man in a boy band. Fucking awesome.
Stop. I
They
do
look
want to
like-
see that.
They look like drug addicts 10 over.
They look rough.
It's
Well, they
amazing.
also all got
Tragic.
screwed. I
Homie
was
went
like,
to his elementary school, Nick, and started crying like a little. It was
No.
crazy. It was like, these niggas have been tampered with. But I saw the whole documentary, guys, and I enjoy the new individual songwriting that you guys are doing. Kudos.
but
Uh,
I mean, but I was expecting a little bit more of like a UK influence on his album. Like,
There is an UK influence in that one dance.
yeah, but that's it. Although you know that what's her name again?
She doesn't matter.
No, but the girl and the sample, not song. Kia, what's her name?
Kaya.
She did an interview and was like, yo, I was like gonna give up on music and blah blah blah, and like then I got hit up and her song went back up to #1 in the UK, like after that song came out.
He changed her life. That's what he does.
Yeah, well,
You hear that, McConan? He changes lives, okay? He blessed you by jumping on that song. Don't be on these fucking blogs talking shit, my nigga.
is he? Is McCona talking shit?
He's talking some slick
What'd he
shit. He said, he says OVO stands for overweight niggas only. That's why they dropped him once he lost the weight.
What? That's not even like a good insult though. That's
He
like
kind of dissed Drake on the shit, but I don't want to misquote him. But it was some, yeah.
is OVO full of fat people? No, it's not.
Nah,
That's stupid.
Hardy's not fat,
He was though.
but he's not anymore. He's on the label and he's blossoming.
oh, that's why him and what's her name are together.
That makes OVO in general make more sense.
Embrace
Like,
your
everybody's in their feelings
embrace
because
your inner
they're
skinniness, everybody.
ex-fatties. That's what I think we've really learned today, that the true key to success is being once fat, but no longer fat.
So, all right.
What's
Well,
up with the dashikis?
So
You said white people are now wearing dashikis.
okay, I didn't say white people are now wearing daishikis like it's breaking news. That's not like exactly what I was coming from.
It's like when they were wearing tie-dye back in the day.
No, well, Vice just did this. Vice, because Vice had nothing else to talk about, did this thing where they like interviewed people at Coachella who were like culturally appropriating things. So they interviewed like a black girl wearing a bindi and like some white girls that had cornrows, although not like cornrows, like just like thicker braids, and like a bunch of people wearing daishikis, and they were like, "Do you feel uncomfortable wearing this?" And everybody was like, "Nah, not really. It's hot. It's like hot out." No, I just think it's interesting because like, are we not allowed to culturally appropriate?
We
Like-
can. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want to do. It hasn't stopped you in the past. But more importantly, I like to just pat myself on the back for the daishiki thing. I like to say that I was one of those that brought it back. It's an African thing, mostly West African.
Okay, but as
when I used
an
to rock it for
actual
years.
no, but like as an actual West African, if you saw a white girl wearing a daishiki or a white guy wearing a daishiki, would you be like, "How dare you?" Like, what would you feel?
If I saw a white
Like,
girl wearing a daishiki, I'd go to myself, I can fuck her. White dude, I'd be like, I see you're into Afrocentric chicks. I don't really give a fuck. I really don't care. But it's another thing when I don't know. I don't really care.
is there another thing? Is there a line? Because the line seems to be like you can't wear like a headdress, like a Native American head. That's like
That's
the
like
line.
saying we can't wear certain high level fashion that were designed for a certain type of man. That's like saying we can't wear polo because polo wasn't made for urban or black people to wear. They wouldn't say that now, but a lot of those high brands wearing. So if we can rock out in Hermes,
Tommy Hilfiger said that.
yeah, and
What?
Hermes and Goyard and all these brands.
Hilfiger said that you
can
can't wear
whatever
it.
you want.
No, I wasn't for black people.
When initially in its inception, even though at some point he went in the hood and started handing out
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfigers, it is what it is.
Was that like the same thing with Cristal? Is that like why people stopped
That's just
drinking
those
Cristal?
brands are made for a certain a certain class of folk, a certain folk that are in a certain a certain class echelon.
Echelon?
Yeah. Sorry, really high. And I think that's even more so than race. It's just class, but those type of people are usually white.
But what I think is funny, honestly, what I think is funny is the people who tend to like be most mad about cultural appropriation is white people, like still telling other people what to do. Like, does no one see the irony of that? Like,
No, I don't.
you don't see the irony of a white person telling someone else what they can and can't do, and how that's not the exact same thing as like.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I guess.
Are we about to wrap this, Peter? Up?
Yeah, you know, ending on a positive note of daishikis, as always. All right, stay woke, my friends.
Stay woke, people.
Don't
We're
stay-
in the building.
Stay woke. See you guys next time.
Bye.